I am a licensed cosmetologist, so there are certain products that only the cosmetologist can get. A licensed cosmetologist, licensed barber, a nail tech, anyone that carries a license with the Department of State for your prospective state that you live in. So I'm in Florida, so it's the Department of Cosmetology. So certain products are only distributed or put out for sale in a professional store. Good morning, Janice. How are you? Good morning. So there are certain products that are only put out in stores or beauty supply stores that require you to have a cosmetology license or a barber license or a nail tech. So one of the products is by Design Essentials. Now, Design Essential does have products that are available to the public, but the STS system is available for the licensed cosmetologist or barber. So what it is a straightening system that you can implement on your clients who do not want a relaxer. So say you have a client with natural hair and they actually want to get their hair what they call straightened, silk pressed, pressed out. It's different names for it, but it's all the same thing. They want their natural hair, their natural curly hair to be pressed out. However, good morning. Thank you for joining. Oh, you love Design Essentials? Yes, I love them. And this STS is the business. So yes, there are products out there if you do not want a chemical relaxer. So if you are African American and you have natural kinky curly hair and you want your hair straightened, the normal process is through a relaxing system. A chemical product is placed on the hair, causes a chemical reaction with the bonds in your hair and straightens your hair in a permanent nature. If you do not want your hair permanently straightened, you can use the Design Essentials STS system. Once again, you get this product if you are a licensed cosmetologist, licensed barber, or if you go to a hair salon and they offer this product. So I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I go by KRWBIN here on social media, KRWBIN. So what it is, you would shampoo the hair. I'm just going to go through the process, and if you have any questions, just let me know. So with the STS, this is step one. This is a cleansing sulfate-free shampoo. So if you have natural hair and your hair is braided or twisted or that sort of thing, not if you have locks, just if you have regular braided or twisted hair, you know 9 times out of 10 have additional product in your hair. So you might have a gel, you might have a wax or some type of product in your hair. So the first step is to, after you take out the braids and everything, is to shampoo with the shampoo system. The second process, you do not use a conditioner. So you don't go and get a second conditioner or anything like that. You strictly use the step one of the STS system. And then if you have chemicals in your hair, such as a hair color, like some people have permanent hair color in their hair and they have um, highlights, their hair has been bleached, they may have henna. Yes, yes, your beautician loves this. Yes, it's amazing. It's amazing for the silk press. Yes, so if you have um, like bleached hair, your ends are bleached, you have permanent color, that sort of thing, then you want to use step two in the system, which is in the STS system. This is what you would spray on your hair in sections. So there are a variety of videos out there. I'm just basically going to discuss product knowledge, not necessarily do the actual system on live. I am going to use this system tomorrow on my daughter's hair. She may or may not let me record. I don't know. But yeah, so you would spray this on the hair because you have some type of something already in your hair on a permanent nature. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. So if you have a permanent hair color, highlights, lowlights, bleached, whatever terminology you use, you've had something done to the hair, you want to use step two. and you would just section the hair into 4 sections. If you're a cosmetologist, you already know the game. But you would section the hair into 4 sections, and then you would start with the back section, and you would separate 1/4 of the section, you would separate into layers, and you would just spray this on. Not saturate, just like a air spray. Spray it on. Now, if you do not have chemically colored hair or bleached hair, then you would use this step 2. See, they're both step 2. Can you see that? They're both step 2. They do the same thing. You use either one. This, hello, Miss Regina. Would step 2 work for permed hair transitioning to natural? Yes, you would want, because this is actually damage recovery. See if I can get that in the screen clearer. This is damage recovery. So if your hair has been relaxed and you're transitioning over, your hair from the root to the relaxed hair is natural, but then your relaxed hair is still in a chemical process. So the reason, thank you, Miss Regina, the reason that your hair cannot revert back from a relaxer is because it's a chemical that breaks down the bonds. So if you look at it like skin, your bones, your muscles, your veins, the chemical in a perm or relaxer gets inside of your hair. So there is no way that that could ever revert back to a natural state. That has to be cut off. Thank you. Yes, if you would like to share the live, you're welcome to share it out to, if you have your stylist, which is probably in the salon today, but if you have your stylist, you can share it to her. And if you just want to have your own knowledge of products, this is a good live that you can share out to your family and friends. So yes, you would use this step 2 because your hair does have chemical product on the end, even though from your scalp to the relaxed hair does not have any chemicals. Now, if you don't have any chemicals in your hair, you've never been relaxed, you've never had hair color, then you would use this step 2. And this is in a mousse. This is in a spray. So this is like a misting spray. You would spray it on a section. This is a mousse. So this, when you, like I said, you would separate into 4 sections, and then, good morning, Miss Aretha. And then starting with one section, you're going to actually separate that into layers, and then you're going to dab the mousse, and then you're going to comb it through. So what I would recommend, if you are familiar with these products already, is use your gloves. I have some pink gloves here because everything has to be pink. So I recommend that you use some gloves when you're working with these products. Even though they're not chemicals, it's still an agent. So if you have sensitive skin, sensitive hands, hi, Miss Aretha, I recommend that you use your gloves. Also, when you're using these products, you want to have your shower cap. The reason is you want to keep the hair moist. You don't want the hair to get dry. So starting with step 1, your shampoo. You don't use a conditioner afterwards. You don't get a secondhand conditioner. You just strictly stick with your steps. So this is step 1. And then step 2, for those just joining me, this is step 2 if you have your hair in a relaxed state or hair color, you have bleached hair, permanent hair color, that sort of thing. If you don't have any chemicals, never been relaxed, no hair color, you would use this step 2. All right. They do the same thing. This is just a kind of like a damage recovery. This is just your natural, regular, natural curly hair. Yes, Mr. Gino, we are loving the design essentials. So this is the STS system. So remember when I was saying, when you showed me something and I said, oh, that's STS? Yes, this is a part of a system. So after you use either this one or this one for your step 2, then you are going to go with step 3. See if we can get the lighting there. So that's there with step 3. This is a spray. So once again, you would section off your hair, mist. You don't want the hair dripping wet. And then also another thing with this, if you're using this, and as you're doing the sections, you have your hair covered with the shower cap on the section you're not working with. With this, you would just go from step 2 to step 3. With this, because it's a mousse, you would use this step, and once you complete the 4 quadrants, then you would cover the entire hair with the plastic, and you would let it sit for 15 minutes. So you would need a timer. You can time on your phone, you can get a timer, but it needs to sit for 15 minutes if you're using step 2 for the mousse, okay? You don't have to sit for 15 minutes with step 2 with the mist, because this is damage recovery. All right, so once you finish step 1 and step 2, then you would go on with your step 3. This is the thermal spray. So this is like a heat protection. So you need this after you've done the 2 steps. You take the cap off. You take down each section, because most of the time when your stylist is blow drying, they're blow drying in sections. If you're doing it yourself, or you're doing your child's hair, or you're doing your teenager's hair, you're pretty much trying to hurry up and get done with the process. But most of the time your hair is sectioned into 4. So what you would do is you would mist this on your sections, each slice, 4 sections, and then you would proceed with the blow drying process. So what they recommend for the blow dryer is, if you have I have a flexi rod brush. You can use a flexi rod brush, a paddle brush, not a boar brush. You need something with open bristles. So wet brush, paddle brush, flexi rod brush, and then you would blow dry out the hair. You do not need to add any additional products after you've done the step 3. Blow dry all of the hair out, and your hair should be sealed in. The heat from the blow dryer will seal in the products. So that's what makes the STS system so good, because you can get your hair straightened or silk pressed without using a permanent chemical. So that's what makes this so amazing. Now, for after you do your silk press, if you've been to a Dominican salon or had a Dominican blow dry, they can silk press with the blow dryer. Like, they never use a flat iron. When they finish with that blow dryer, you are silk pressed, okay? So if you've been into any type of Dominican salon, or have had your hair blown out by Dominican, can this be used on natural hair? Yes. The Design Essentials STS system is specifically formulated for natural hair. You have never had a relaxer. You have natural hair. You've never had a perm. You've never had any kind of chemical. This is for people who maybe you never want to have a relaxer ever in your life. You have teenage children. You play sports, but you still want to have that silk press look. This is a great substitute, because it does not penetrate inside of the hair. It does not break down the bonds in your hair. Okay, I've had one, but it's been 7 years. You've had a silk press, Miss Aretha? Yeah, hey, if you want to do a silk press, do you sell this? No. Okay, so this is a pro product. The Design Essentials STS system is a pro product. It is only available to licensed, um, yes, a perm relaxer, yes. This is not available to the public. If you find it on Amazon or something, 9 times out of 10, if you look at the seller on Amazon, it will not say Design Essentials. It'll say someone else. This cannot be sold to the public because it is a pro product. So if you know a stylist, if you are a stylist, you can buy this at any of your pro stores where you need a licensed cosmetology license, barber license, nail license. It is not sold to the public. So no, I don't sell this product, but I am going to use it on my daughters this weekend, because they've never had a relaxer. But yes, so then after, if you blow out your hair and you still want it straighter, you can use the Design Essentials Silk essentials. Let me see if I can kind of get, I'm sorry for the glare here. Thermal straightening serum. So this kind of replaces the hair grease. So you know, back in the day, we get our hair pressed out. They use hair grease. We use a straightening comb. This is a lighter version of that. So now, this is available to the public, so you are able to buy this at any beauty supply store that sells design essentials. It might be available at Sally's too. I'm going to check the next time I'm out. But yes, you can put this on your hair. Just it's a serum, so just put in your hand, boop, 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 couple of drops, rub it together, pull it through the hair, and then you can proceed with your flat iron. And then that way you can silk press with that. Now there are products out there. Hi, Azra, how are you? Welcome to the live. There are products out there where you do not have to go through a STS system. You can just do a regular shampoo, conditioner, heat protection, blow dry it out, flat iron with whatever kind of oil or spritz you want to use. But this is actually a system. And with the system, it's it it is stated that your hair can be straight in a straightened process for 2 or 3 or 4 weeks. Now, I cannot personally verify that, but it is said that it will last. It'll keep your thank you. It'll keep your silk press lasting longer. Now, the things that mess up a silk press, as you know, is sweating because your hair is still in the natural state. Sweating, humidity, rain, the normal things can mess up a heat press. But even with that, this is supposed to, where your hair will revert at the root, this is supposed to keep your hair, the length of your hair, still in a straightened process. So I will be using this product this weekend on my daughters, and I'll have finished results on any of my social media. You're welcome to join my social media at KRWBIN. And this is one of our stylist hoodies. We have a variety of hoodies available on our website at www.krwbin.com. And we also have products. So my daughter told me after I do her silk press, she actually wants to have it curled in flexi rods. So I'm going to go through the whole process with the STS system, blow it out, straighten it out, and then I'm going to just set it, not set it, but just roll it in flexi rods so she can sleep in it. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for joining. So that she can sleep in it, and then she'll have her finished results when she goes to school on Monday. So yes, I just wanted to do a little product knowledge for my friends and family here on TikTok. And I just want to share a couple of items with you. If you like to shop with us, we have Hairstylist hoodies available on our website. We have rhinestone flat irons. This is my favorite. This is mine. This is mine. This is my favorite. So we have rhinestones. They come in purple, hot pink, rose gold, blue, silver, and black. So thank you for joining. This is a quick live for this morning. Thank you, Janice. I'll be calling my. Yes, just tell her to go to any of the pro stores. So some of the stores are Armstrong, McCall. She'll know which ones to go to. Cosmoprof, Salon Centric, any of the pro stores that require you to have a cosmetology license. All right, so everyone enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Today is Salon Saturday, as you know. Most of the salons are booked and busy, and I will be back for more lives in the future. So thank you for joining me. Have a great Saturday. Bye-bye.